It's going to be a storybook ending, and then Travis Kelce's going to propose to Taylor Swift on the field.
It looks like the driver turns around and shoots him.
You think the driver shot him? Ready?
I'm ready to roll.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Swing Easy Pod, episode 3. We promise at some point that we will be playing golf.
Yeah, golf will come back.
But until then,
hey, I'm pretty impressed. We've done 3 of these. We've been consistent each week.
This is a third one. Is just wow.
Week, yeah. Well, I finally played golf the other day.
Okay. All right.
So golf is being played.
He's playing golf without me. That's good to know.
Well, it's in the middle of the week. I can't really do much about it.
All right. So
during working hours,
how'd you do?
I shot 1 over, so it wasn't the worst.
9 holes?
It was just 9 holes.
Okay.
It wasn't the worst thing in the world. Hit the ball, not great. Chipped it really good.
Really?
Chipped it really good.
That's surprising. That's usually like the weakest part of your game, ain't it?
Anybody, I'm going to give a shout out.
Okay.
Anybody who is struggling with their chipping, go listen to Joseph Mayo.
Who's that?
The chipmunk. That's who he is.
The chipmunk? Is that what he calls himself?
The chipmunk.
All right.
The chipmunk.
Shout out the chipmunk.
Yep. Telling you. It'll blow your mind.
Okay. I guess I'll check him out.
It'll change everything. And then I putted fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, I only hit 3 greens. So wasn't a good.
It's a lot of up and downs.
A lot of up and downs. But I put the wand, the big wand, back in the bag. I have to call it sweeper now.
Why?
The sweeper. You can't call it the broomstick anymore.
The sweeper.
The sweeper. You have to call it the
So
sweeper.
you're doing the long.
Yep. No anchor, but
man.
yeah. So we're doing the long putter.
Why the change?
I got bored.
Oh, okay.
I got bored. I'm like, I have it. I paid for it, so might as well.
I mean,
it was just collecting. It was truly collecting dust. Like there was dust on the bottom.
I mean, you can always sell it.
Huh? Yeah, but it was one of the, like, I don't know. It made putting. I was like, let's do something different. I hadn't been making, as you've seen on the Swing Easy channel, I almost make putts. I don't make putts.
So, like,
I just rolled the rock beautifully.
It was going good?
It was going fantastic.
Okay.
If it didn't go in, it looked like it was going in. So that it was just, and it made it fun. It made it fun. But the reason you have to call it a sweeper now, you can't unless you buy it from Callaway. So somehow Callaway like trademarked the broomstick. So now every golf company, has to call it the sweeper besides Callaway.
How do they trademark broomstick when
idea.
There's little items that are broomsticks?
I have no idea. Like I guess they trademarked the for a putter name.
That's stupid.
Hey,
you can just trademark anything these days.
They just don't. I mean, it's all about the Lab Golf. They make the good broomsticks.
Okay. Well, a better question is, when are we gonna play golf again? It's been a long hiatus. I don't remember the last time we played.
December 1st.
Really?
December 1st was the last time
we didn't play any in December.
Nope. December. It was too cold. It was too cold. Of course.
No, I thought we recorded our.
It was literally. It was I came back from Elizabeth City that Sunday, and that was December 1st. Wow. It was right after Thanksgiving.
Wow.
I'm
gonna be so bad at golf.
And today is January the 30th. Yeah.
2 months?
2 months.
That's way too long.
2 months.
What are we doing? We have a golf channel. We haven't played golf in 2 months.
Hey, it's not our fault. It's not our fault. Well, some of it has been our fault.
We could have gone out on some occasions.
Yeah, on some occasions.
Brave the cold.
It doesn't help. Well, okay. A lot of the times this time of year, the courses are closed because it's warm during the day. It's like it can get up to like in the 40s.
Okay.
But at night it's freezing, so they got to cover the greens.
Well, they're starting to be uncovered because I saw Grandover mowing the green.
Right.
So
this round of golf though, it did make me think. I'm like, U.S. Open. Here we come.
Do a Charles Barkley guarantee. You guarantee you'll make a cut.
I guarantee I will try to qualify for the U.S. Open. I can guarantee that.
I guarantee.
I looked the other day. I think like the middle of February, and a $200 entry fee.
$200. When is it?
The qualifier is April the 28th.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I thought you said
we got
it was
time.
in February.
No.
I was like,
we got time to prepare.
I need that date so that I can make sure I'm off work.
April 28th.
April 28th.
Yep.
All right, I'll put that
in
down.
Southern Pines, North Carolina. If anybody wants to come out and watch.
All right.
Yep.
You think there'll be any difference in your game this year?
There'll be difference in my mind, so there'll be a difference. So there'll be a difference in my game.
Will you be more relaxed, or what do you like? What's your mind gonna be?
Yeah, I hope more relaxed. I hope less cluttered.
Okay,
that's the goal. Less cluttered. Right. Less cluttered.
Do you think having a friend on the bag with you is gonna ease your mind or piss you off?
Well, I've had several friends on the bag before.
Okay,
and it has not gone well. It's not going
for you or for them.
For all
parties.
For all parties.
Okay.
Yeah. I had one buddy caddy for me, and the first hole knocked it to a foot, and I'm like, oh, today's the day. It was for the Wyndham qualifier.
Okay.
For the Wyndham Championship, and literally hit it to a foot, tapped it in for birdie. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. Then like pipe the tee shot. I'm like, yeah, baby, here we go. Or on the second hole, I thought I piped the tee shot. Get up there, it's like in the bunker. I'm standing like 1 foot out, 1 foot in, and just like chunk it, and then proceed to make bogey on that hole.
Okay,
so you're even. You're fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Miss the green on the next one. Make another bogey. You're like, okay, it's fine. Hit it in the fairway bunker on the next hole. Chunk that out. Make bogey again. Then I think I made another bogey.
So we're talking about the importance of hitting fairways and greens.
Yeah, fairways and greens.
That's what we need to be hitting.
And then use a sweeper.
Okay.
Or I'm going to call it the broom.
What are you going to expect out of me as your caddy? What do I need to mentally prepare for? Will wants me to do this. Just carry the bag and not say a word?
No, keep me light.
Oh, okay.
Keep me laughing.
I keep it light.
Yeah, keep it light. Keep me laughing. I don't need to know yardage from you. Basically, don't talk.
He won't let me give him a yardage.
Basically,
when we play regularly, he'll double hit it, get the same yardage, and walk.
Basically, don't talk golf with me. That's your job.
I can do that.
Distract me from golf.
Now, I will say, the only place I could possibly help you out is give you an opinion on maybe a line.
Oh, 100%.
Maybe.
Because we know I cannot read greens.
Because I can read them pretty decent. I just can't aim or putt them really good.
Yeah. No, I would agree.
I can kind of tell where it's going. I just can't get the ball to go the right way at the right pace.
I would call in for your help.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. So I need to get studied up on reading greens correctly.
Yeah. Or, I mean, you got to get out. You got to play golf to know how to read greens. And we haven't.
Now, I will say when we played in that tournament that we played in, I mean, we were deadly on that because we could both read the putt, and then you were just lining us up.
Yeah.
And
hey, we played really good.
Yeah.
We got second place, and nobody would ever know because when we got back to the clubhouse, everybody was gone.
Everybody was gone. Only us know that we got second place.
Sorry,
we got a timeout here in the pod.
Timeout in the middle of the pod.
What's going on?
Okay.
Keep this rolling.
We're back.
I don't know what he's doing.
We're back. I had to pull up the agenda for the evening.
We have no agenda. What are you talking about? This is a free-flowing pod.
Sorry.
We don't think about things to talk about.
Yeah. We don't plan. We're not planners. We're We're just podcast geniuses.
So April, end of April.
End of April at Pinehurst number 6, I believe.
Okay, have you played there before?
I have. I played there last year.
Oh, okay.
In the same qualifier.
Okay, so you kind of know at least
I know what
bit.
not to do.
You know the course a little bit?
Yes, I know the course. I know what not to do. I know.
Now, are you able to play that course before the qualifier?
For sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So we probably should do that.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, how'd you do last year in that qualifier?
I'd prefer not to talk about it.
Oh,
What
man.
place did you come in? We need goals.
I think I came close to last. I'm dead
Okay,
serious.
cool.
man.
It
So-
was bad.
Okay, so bad.
So
memory.
just
It was-
not come last,
was
and
bad.
we've stepped up.
Let's just say the first hole, first tee shot, practice the day before, just striping. I'm practicing that tee shot on the driving range, just striping it. I'm like, gosh, I'm ready. Like I'm prepared. Hitting the ball so good. Get up to the tee, take my 3 hybrid out. Got to hit a little baby draw. Pull hook it. Pull hook it. And it was just
downhill from there.
it was downhill from there. I was even par through 2 holes, but actually through 3 holes. But then it just it never felt comfortable after the first swing when it goes dead left.
Now, are you someone who once 1 or 2 go, you start like you start getting on tilt, like you aren't able to put it out of your mind and go to the next tee?
Sometimes I think last year it was hard for me not to want to like be perfect. Like I didn't care about being scrappy. And this year I care about being scrappy.
Well, I mean, even Tiger says it's a game of misses. Like,
I know, but like for some reason my dumb butt was like, I got to hit it perfect. If I'm not hitting it,
the greatest golfer I'm playing, it's like it's a game of misses. And Will's like, I got it.
if I don't look up and it's
fairway.
if I don't look up and it's not drawing 5 yards, like I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what's wrong with me? I'm an incompetent player. But no more. That will is dead and gone.
Well, I think we can go into the round like nothing to lose here.
Literally nothing to lose.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing to lose.
Besides,
we're here to
besides $200 apparently.
Well, $200. I mean, we could lose all 92 of our subscribers. We could lose.
yeah, that'd be worse than $200.
Yeah, we could lose all of them. They might be like, this guy sucks. What is he doing? So I know that people film those.
Yeah, we gotta film it.
I know. I just got to figure out
How the heck are we gonna
film
in a qualifier?
how we're gonna do.
Don't mind us.
No, it can be done.
You can be off to the side.
It can be done.
How are we gonna? How would we film like the shot?
You. That's what I'm trying. I'm
I mean,
trying
I
to figure
might
out.
could just iPhone it. Am I allowed to pull up my iPhone?
I don't know. See,
For 18 holes?
Attach a GoPro and just walk around with the GoPro and stand right behind him when he hits.
Yeah, good footage there.
well, no, you can't. See, that's the problem. You can't do that. That's like legit. If you're my caddy, you cannot do that.
I can't stand behind you.
Yeah, you can't stand.
Yeah, always stand off to the side.
Yeah,
It's like a caddy rule.
yeah. Well, it's actually a rule of golf. Though
Right, that's what I'm saying.
it's a penalty.
Why?
For like you can't line up your player. You used to be able to, like you could line them up and then you could back off before they hit, but they made it where you're not allowed to line them up at all because people kept doing it and it would just slow play and stuff like that. So
I see it. They're trying to speed it up already.
yeah, we'll figure out how to film it. We'll figure out. I don't know what we're gonna do.
I'm sure we can. There's something.
We'll manufacture it. People, I mean,
There's got to be somebody that allow it.
yeah.
Get
I
a
mean,
media pass, something.
yeah, yeah. We're YouTubers.
So me walking behind Will the entire time with this, just
Yeah, no.
Well, you just might have to. You probably have to stand like further back and then just zoom in more. Probably.
We don't, and it like it's a different type of video, so it's not like we have to have tracers.
Yeah, it doesn't have
It's
to be
more
perfect.
just to see, just to film what's going on.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
It'll be a good time.
Yeah,
Okay.
figure it
I'm
out.
excited for you.
Me too. Well, we got a little while. We're gonna get in the lab and we'll get there eventually.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I have something to apologize for.
Okay.
So last podcast I said no more TGL talk. I would like I would raise my hand. Formal apology to everyone out there.
We're about to talk TGL.
We're about to talk TGL. I got to talk about it this week.
3 episodes. TGL every single
Yeah.
one.
Hey. So it was. Well, what night was it?
Monday night, right?
Monday. Okay.
Was it Monday?
Oh yeah, it was. So it was Monday night.
And it came on early too,
Came
right?
at 6:30. I was like, you know what? It's Tiger and Rory. It's Jupe Lynx versus
Literally
it's
why
the
I
draw.
yeah,
Yeah.
versus the Ball Frogs.
If it was anybody else, I probably wouldn't have watched, but
Okay.
I tuned in because it was both those.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And Rory and Tiger were not even the good parts of it. It made me want Tom Kim to win a major.
I was about to say, were you
Okay.
rooting for Tom Kim?
You
was
Tom
rooting for-
Ken stam now?
I was really into it.
Okay.
I love some. I
You
love
like
some
his
Tom.
fire?
I love his fire. Just waving his, doing the Dikembe Mutombo. Just no.
See, that's what golf needs. Some little bit of trash talking.
I know.
A little
Exactly.
bit of going at each other. And that's why people love the Ryder Cup.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
there's a
It's
back
team.
and forth.
It's a team element too.
Yeah. A team element, back and forth, little heat. Both people are playing good. I'll top you. Yeah.
The one, like, excuse me. The one thing I did not like was Rory, like when him and Tiger like made a putt, like to like tie, and Rory's like giggling, laughing, walking off the green, like fist bumping Tiger. I'm like, heck no, like be mad about it. Like Tom Kim was like he took it personal, like he actually cared what was going on. I think these other guys, it's like, oh, I'm getting paid a lot of money.
It's kind of like Dustin Johnson in that Phil Mixel Grant Horvat video that came out. Dustin Johnson couldn't give two craps about that. Did you watch that video at all?
I did.
Dustin Johnson and his brother were like,
I think
I'm just out here.
the fourth hole, Phil Mickelson, they were up 3 and feels like maybe this will, help DJ give a little bit more. And he was like, yeah, not a chance. Not a chance. I'll give a little more. I care nothing. He doesn't care anything about this.
Hey, and it shows in his professional career.
100%.
Oh, yeah, I'm calling them
shots
out.
fired.
Okay.
You'll see the greats; they're competitive in every single thing they do. At least a little bit. You ain't
True.
gotta be like crazy, but have a little bit of competitive.
Yeah, see, I think he probably was competitive like 3-4 years ago when he was not, when he didn't get the bag,
Right.
but he got the bag and was like, all right,
All right. I'm good.
yeah, what the freak do I care anymore?
What is he? I know he's got a Masters one. Does he have any more?
U.S. Open in 2016.
So he's won
Okay.
2 majors.
Yep. According to some, if you watch the 18th hole, he's the best golfer to ever play. According to some.
Wow.
18th hole of
18th hole.
Did the announcer just?
Watch the 18th hole at the U.S. Open of 2016. Watch Dustin Johnson play that hole, and it might be the greatest golf ever played. According to some.
okay. But it's
Who's
according
some?
to you? Or
Who is
according
some?
His name is Tron Carter.
Okay, I don't know.
Mr. TC.
I don't know who Tron
Okay.
Carter is.
Not many people. Some people watching this will know who Mr. TC is.
If you know who Tron Carter is, comment.
Okay. Yeah. So
So no one's gonna comment because
there will be some out
Okay.
there who will know who Mr. TC is.
all right.
Yeah. So, I mean, but back to TGL. Okay. I think the only reason it was good probably is because it was close.
Exactly.
Like, I think if it wasn't close, then it's like, well, why do I care?
If it would have started giving a blown out, I would have just tuned out again, like I've been doing the past couple weeks.
Because it's not like it's I guess it's like the crowd kind of gets into it when it's close, and like each putt kind of means something.
Just like any other competitive sport. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think because it's so like it's just 15 holes. Like it's not like a golf tournament. Like it's only It's that one single match that, like, if it's not, like, why am I going to watch it if it's not close?
Right.
Because, like, it's not like, it's like, oh my gosh, they hit an amazing shot. Like,
No, you can't even see it.
yeah,
It goes to the screen and
right. Yeah.
Like-
And like short game shots aren't like, they can only hit but so many like shots around those greens. Dude, it looks so hard to chip off of off of those greens and like out of that
having
bunker.
the greens, it actually stay and not roll.
Because it like won't spin like they hit it fat every time.
Yeah.
And they said it's something like into the grain. Like, and I'm like, it's AstroTurf. How can it be like super into it? But what do I know?
Can they, when they hit it like a driver or whatnot, does that thing recognize like a cut or a draw?
So, okay. So that was the one thing that I found interesting this
I was
week.
curious about it.
So you have to like, they have to like aim it.
Right.
They have to like pick a point where they want the ball to go. And then it picks up the numbers, but how accurate they are is the question. Yeah. You can, because like Tiger tried to cut one, like every time they tried to hit a cut, it would not cut. And it was like, I don't think it, and of course you could say, well, their swing didn't produce a cut. And it was like, like you never really see them miss right. Like I think only a couple times they do. I've seen it on there, but most of the time it's like they always miss like a big time left. And I don't know, I don't know why that is.
Yeah, there's no way that it can accurately produce a real golf swing.
No.
It can get close. I'm sure they've got it as close as possible, but
yeah,
I mean,
it's not. It's not
plus you're taking out in the course, you're taking factor weather, wind, all kinds of stuff.
That's what I don't understand. They don't have any wind. They don't put any wind on the golf course, like in the in program.
The
simulator. Yeah, it's so dumb to me. I'm like, make it freaking hard. Like, make it really hard where it's like they make a lot of pars and even some bogeys, and I kind of appreciate that. Like, they don't make a ton of birdies in this thing.
Yeah,
like it's actually, it seems, because they're not pampered and they don't like, there's not where it's super calm and super soft greens where, you know, it's just target practice for these guys. It's actually like, oh, I don't know what the ball's going to do.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see where TGL goes.
We might talk about it. We might.
Yeah, I mean, if it's another sucky one, or there's no reason to talk about it.
If it's close, if it's close, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
If it's entertaining, we'll talk about it.
All right.
So stay tuned, but we might never talk about it.
Speaking of what's not entertaining, Carolina basketball.
I fell asleep watching the game.
Carolina basketball. Now I need to bring up something because I watched a video over the weekend. Theo Pinson has a pod.
Yep.
And he had Raymond Felton on it and Justin Jackson on it.
Okay.
And he was riding hard for Hubert.
It was.
I'm talking like they were all three pretty much saying, you casuals out there who've never played basketball don't know what the heck you're talking about. And he had some really good points, and he basically was like, I don't know if we can play the clip.
We missed this year. We didn't get any big. We missed. Happens. That's what happened. We just simply missed. So we didn't get any. We got out NIL'd. I'm willing to bet a good amount of money that doesn't happen again.
But he basically was like, we missed. We missed in the portal on a big. It is what it is. We missed. But then he also said, we're not going to do it. It's not going to happen again. He's like, it's not going to happen. So.
Yeah, him making that kind of declarative statement, I'm like,
so
he doesn't know that.
Hubert, you better hope you get a big. Because basically what he's saying was, we're not going to let it happen again. It's this one time. Carolina's known for having a big man. We've had no inside presence. Y'all got to chill. It's only 1 year. Like, the man went to a national. He went to a national title game. Yada yada yada. which I get, but
What about the year? What about the year after the title game when everybody came back?
Correct.
We had a big then.
hold on.
Correct.
But we had a huge missing piece in that. Brady Manick. Brady Manick was that dude.
He was
that dude.
We did not have a shooter.
And that was him. That dude was knocking down corner threes, spreading out their four-man. I mean,
speaking of Brady Manick, I went to this summer. I went to the the Carolina Basketball Museum. They have his shoes from the Duke Final Four game. Literally, they are falling apart.
Oh, I'm sure.
And
I'm sure
like,
he wore those things. Like
they were probably his lucky shoes.
No, I think he wore them for that game, and that's it. I think it said in there that these were his shoes for the game, and they were like tour slam up.
What kind of shoes were they?
I think they were Jordans.
Oh,
I mean, yeah.
I mean, they could have been Nike.
No, they're probably required to wear Jordan, right? Jordan brand, everything.
No. I mean, they can wear Nikes. Some guys have worn Kobe's.
Okay.
Yeah, but not. But okay.
But anyways, he basically was saying, y'all need to chill. We know basketball. Y'all got to give this man a little more time. And then Ray went in and he was like, yeah, y'all don't know what you're talking about. Talking about casual fans. And then Justin didn't have as strong as a take, but he was kind of like, they all pretty much said the same thing. Like, we're Carolina basketball. We know what goes on behind the scenes. But they also said Hubert is, does he have accountability for some things? Like, it may have been Ray, but he was like, when Roy was unhappy, he'd sit the whole starting five down and be like, we're going to sit you down until you play. Or Hubert doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Hubert does not hold them accountable in that way. And they also talked about locker room, not having someone in the locker room as a leader on the team.
That's true.
Those guys have the benefit of playing for Roy Williams, who was a Hall of Fame coach by the time he got to North Carolina. And so I get Theo's take and agree with it to some extent, but like every year can't be a missing piece, right? We're going to miss the tournament probably again this year. And that's 2 out of the 4 times in Hubert's tenure that we'll have missed the tournament with a team that shouldn't miss. Like, we have talent. And so at some point, it's both. It's always both. It's both coaching and players. And at some level, it's like every game looks the same for us. Every game looks the same.
Well,
we don't look like we adjust at all.
The last 5 minutes of this past game, like, just terrible game management. Like, dribbling it, going at least one-on-one. Pass it, give it back to me. I'll try to go one-on-one again. And then Seth just calm down, dribbling the ball, just in the middle of the court, losing the ball. It's just like, what are we doing? Give it to a point guard. Run a secondary break. Like, do something besides chaos.
Like I said, okay, I'm a casual. But if you say you're Carolina basketball, you should be able to get it big.
Correct.
Like, don't give me that. Like, that's such a bullcrap excuse. Like, oh, the casuals don't know what they're talking about. Like, no. Freaking, we might not know the X's and O's of everything, but you can, obviously from Carolina teams past, you can see what worked and what didn't work.
Well, what he was saying was we swung and missed because we didn't offer enough money, and that the game has changed where players don't go to places.
Give them all the money.
Right. And that's what he's saying. He's like, players don't go to places anymore because it's Carolina or to develop. They go whoever's giving them the bag. And so that's why he was like, we're not going to miss again because we better be giving people the bag in order to go.
And
I agree.
I mean, we did get Caleb Wilson. He committed, top 10 recruit. And I believe he was we offered him the second most money that we've ever offered a high school kid. The first was the kid that went to BYU or committed to BYU. Caleb Wilson was the second highest.
Okay.
So we're starting to play that game now.
We need to go find all the big men and offer them, say who's offering the most, offer them more than that.
We'll see.
We got to have a big man.
I'm just saying I think he's on the hot seat.
I would agree.
If he swings and misses again,
because like you said,
hard.
Colin. I mean, you're 2 for 4 going to the tournament. Yeah, you almost won a title, but at the same time, that team got hot, and they were not playing good.
We were an 8th seed
for a long, long time.
Now Theo had a good point that we'll have to see if it plays out. He did say that team that went to the Final Four, they had the same pretty much the same record as we do now, and they finished out.
Gosh.
They finished out hot and went to the championship game. So he says it's still possible for them to do that. But then this next game happened. This was after he said those things.
Okay.
So now the next game happened and we lost. And so,
yeah.
And we got Duke coming up on Saturday, which we're going to get obliterated.
You know what? Well, speaking of Duke, I think that's why Pitt,
I hate Pitt, man. I just hate him so much.
Well, no, it's because
you just hate the Cable brothers.
Yeah.
Jeff Cable. Okay. Yeah, Jeff Cable. It sucks to lose to a Dookie, but okay. What's the deal with Jason Cable? Like, what?
I don't know. He's got this weird chip on his shoulder, and I
loved him growing up.
I don't know what it is, but it's probably his brother indoctrinating him because his brother's a Dookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a product of coaching with his brother, and then he felt slighted a couple of years back. It was a social media post we posted, and he felt slighted or something because we used his jersey number or something, and I don't know. He's always kind of had a complex when it comes. Because he was part of the worst season in Carolina basketball history.
I was gonna say, who
He was
really
part of
cares?
8 and 20.
It's not like he was
Yeah, that's true.
really did a lot for us.
Yeah, and so he was part of 8 and 20. So he kind of doesn't have any room to talk on that front.
I just hate. I think it's something about Pitt. I think it's because the Caples bring the Coach K atmosphere to Pitt.
Yeah,
I feel like how they act and do everything. It's like it's like a 2.0 of Coach K stuff, and I can't stand Pitt.
Okay.
It's kind of like that kind of attitude. State, Pitt, Duke.
All right. Over under on how much we lose by. On hold on. Let me set the over. I'm gonna the over at 12.5.
We lose. Yeah.
Are you taking the over?
I'm taking the over.
Duke Carolina games are always usually still close. It's in Cameron though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Our team would get to the point where they get blown out and they quit. So yeah, I'd take the over.
Now I will say this caveat. Because it is Duke Carolina and it always usually somehow end up being a good game. I don't know how, but it does. I can see somehow Ian Jackson just playing well. just going off and just playing absolutely out of his mind. Yeah. And RJ is gonna step up his level because it's Duke.
And it's last time playing in Cameron.
So it's gonna be all about scoring a lot because we're not gonna get the rebounds.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's going to be about scoring a lot.
It's a horrible matchup for us. Actually, they have size, length, athleticism, shooters.
And Cooper Flags. He's probably going to doo-doo on us.
Here's my prediction. I have 2 possible outcomes. I know this isn't really
a win or a loss.
Stamping my claim on anything, but I think we either lose by 20 points or we win the game.
Okay. That's not a bad take.
I think
that's usually how it kind of goes.
I don't think there's any in between.
Yeah.
Especially with this team, I don't think.
Yeah. I don't see us barely losing.
No.
Yeah.
No way. Because I think as long I just don't want Cooper Flag to get a poster jam, pull a Danny Green, and just have the.
I hope Ian has another poster, man. That poster he had a couple games back.
Yeah,
goodness gracious.
We lost that game. But.
What sucks is Ian. Ian's probably gonna be one and done.
Yeah, of course he is.
He's putting up. What's he averaging over?
But I saw on the mock draft he was late first round, and I'm just
He's just got that potential. Like
No,
he's coming
he
along.
doesn't.
Yes, he does.
What
He's
is-
coming along
He's
nicely right now.
6'4". Is he?
No,
He's,
he's like 6'6".
Yeah.
okay, 6'6", and sorry, I just don't think he's that good of a.
He's going to
NBA
be
talent.
nice in the NBA.
No,
you heard it
no,
here
he won't.
first.
Play better defense.
No, he won't.
You heard
He
it.
can score.
They don't have to play defense in the NBA.
No, he'll be in the G League by year 2.
You heard it here first. He's going to be nice in the NBA.
He'll be in the G League by year 2 if he leaves now.
Either way,
100%.
he's really one of the only bright spots on our team. I mean, gosh, I just don't enjoy watching us play. Like it's just one of those things where, there used to be an element of like Carolina basketball that you could see on the court, and like
not there.
as much as Hubert Davis is like a home run in every other aspect, like great ambassador for the program, fade, all that kind of stuff. The product that's on the floor is so far away from Carolina basketball that it's like
Agreed.
Like, I don't give a crap if he does everything else well. If the results don't come, then you need to go.
Yeah, I don't know. Like even Theo was talking about, Roy ran freelance a lot. But like there's something to be said about being cohesive, having leadership. People not just like Elliott, man, just sometimes just dribbling and losing the ball. Like Carolina point guards of the past took care of the ball. Like they were the engine that made everything go in Carolina basketball.
Last year, I don't feel like he was this turnover prone.
He wasn't. I mean, he had a lot of guys to pass to as well. This year it's a lot of ISO ball, and so it's a lot of one-on-one action, and it's just hard for him to he's a really good passer, but sometimes he just makes bad passes, turns the ball over, and that happens, and it all just compounds upon itself when you're losing.
Well,
This is depressing, man.
yeah, it's
Yeah, it's not a fun time.
Speaking of depressing things, the Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl.
dude, I told you, man. I've been saying the past 2 episodes. I was like, you just somehow can't count out Mahomes. He's gonna get to the Super Bowl. He just is.
Dude, I swear to you, each game I watch of the Chiefs, I swear, I know it's not true. But it seems rigged.
Yeah.
It truly seems rigged.
I kid you not. I haven't watched Chiefs one single game, and I've heard all this stuff about the refs, and I watched that game, and I was like, are the refs helping them out?
Now there is stuff like
Josh Allen got that first down, and then
Yes.
that changed.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
The Bills had the moment. There was 12 minutes left. You could say, oh well, Mahomes would have came back. The momentum was all in the Bills' favor. I think the Bills go down and score, and then I don't know what they would have taken I think it would have been a touchdown lead, and you're he could have gone and scored a touchdown, but then Patrick would have had to score twice, and I don't know if that would have happened.
And there's that one I've been seeing on social media, Travis Kelce, just got all up in a dude's face, taunting the heck out of him, and 0 flag.
So Travis Kelce got up in the dude's face, just started giving him the business, and then Bill's guy was like, "Heck no, you're not doing that." Came and just shoved him, and then flew the flag on. And I'm like, "Oh well, I guess you can just say whatever you want to the player."
They never see the action. They see the reaction.
Because it wasn't clean material. It wasn't clean material.
He wasn't talking to him in brotherly love.
No, not at all. Not at all. Yep, and then the Eagles are back, and that's depressing too. Was it just?
I'm like, it's gonna be a good game, and then I'm like, I don't know. Could be a terrible game. Could just be boring, and the Chiefs win again, 3-peat.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna complain about having to watch this game, or that this is a Super Bowl. I'm gonna watch the game.
Yeah, of course.
I might complain.
You gotta watch Super Bowl.
Yep. All I hope for is good commercials, good movie trailers.
Yeah.
And that's all. And hopefully a good game, and hopefully the Chiefs lose.
Do you ever do the games and stuff?
No.
There's so many different bets that you can play on the, not actual betting, but just with friends. Who's gonna win the coin toss? Is it gonna be heads or tails? What's gonna be the color of the Gatorade at the end? who's going to score first? Is it going to be a rush or a pass first? Who gets the ball first?
Will the national anthem last longer?
Yeah, will the
than 2
national
minutes?
anthem last longer than whatever, over and under? There's a bunch of different stuff you can do.
Maybe I'll participate in that, but
Okay. Next
I don't
pod, that's what we'll talk about.
okay. We'll
All
come
right.
up with some ideas.
Yeah.
Okay. Love it.
That's what we'll do.
Love it.
So who's gonna win?
I'm gonna say the Chiefs. I mean, I've been
The Chiefs are winning.
yeah, it's gonna be a three-peat. It's gonna be a storybook ending, and then Travis Kelce's gonna propose to Taylor Swift on the field.
And he's going to retire.
and
Wow.
I'm gonna retire.
So okay,
lot.
I say the Chiefs, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh man, the Eagles. You know what? I'm gonna, I'm gonna
Fly,
stand
Eagles,
on.
fly.
I'm gonna stand on something.
Okay. Oh no.
Fly
You
Eagles
want the
fly.
Eagles to win.
Oh no.
Fly Eagles fly. Jalen Carter's just gonna wreck
no.
havoc. The Eagles defense is playing really good right now. Patrick Mahomes is not playing good football. Don't care what you say. He's not playing good football. The only thing that he's doing well is not turning the ball over.
Sometimes it's not about playing good football. It's just knowing how to win.
I get that, but when you go up against a defense like the Eagles, you're going to have score points, and you're telling me that they're going to stop Saquon? No, don't
Okay.
believe it. So
All right. Guess we'll see. Speaking of the Eagles, have you ever seen the Gilly guy that they show at like every game?
you mean Dom?
No, it's Gilly,
Oh,
and he
I
does
know.
the dance,
No.
and he's got what's the proper way to say this? A little person with him, and then an old white dude with a broom, and
No.
he's dancing out in front of his car. You ain't seen that?
No.
He literally ran out the Eagles, like out of the tunnel. Like he
Oh.
was the first one out.
What?
Like they bring him to every game.
What the crap is that?
Put the clip in. I'll find the clip and we'll put it in so you
No, I've never seen
people
it.
can see. It's pretty
The-
funny.
The only NFL game I went to was a Panthers Eagles game, and it was when Hurts first got like his second year when he became like the starter. Big dude.
I've never
really
been to a
big dude.
NFL football
Really?
game.
Yeah.
College, but never an NFL game.
Maybe we should go to one next year.
Okay.
We should go to a Panthers.
Swing Easy goes to
Yeah, swing easy guys.
a Panthers game. Well, that's gonna be cheap tickets. So
Yeah, I know.
Maybe Clint can get us into one.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to pay much. Yeah. So, all right. We got to talk about it. Because at the end of our last pod, we were wondering, are we going to have breaking news about the JFK files? Well, what do you know? The next freaking day, the JFK files are going to be released.
no, they stated and signed the thing that they will release them, but
In February, I think.
they set a specific date
I
in order to set the stage for that.
okay.
I'm big into the JFK assassination.
Okay.
Always have been.
I've seen the video, but don't know much of
You've
it.
seen the Zapruder film?
No, I've seen literally. I've just seen the video of him getting shot, and
yeah,
I
it's
have
most likely the Zapruder film that you saw that.
and I have a theory
Okay,
of what happened.
I would love to hear your theory before I even start.
Okay,
Let's get your theory out.
okay. After watching it several times, one did not know that I knew that blood splashed on his wife. Like I knew that happened, but I did not know that literally his head got blown off.
You didn't know that?
Did not know that.
I mean, he got shot in that.
Yep,
so-
did not know that when I watched it. So, so that was
way he
yeah,
died.
that was quite interesting. I was like, yeah, he died. Yeah, definitely dead. Like no doubt about it. Like so, did not know that was going to happen when I watched the video.
Yeah.
Because like growing up, you just saw like the picture of like him like kind of on his wife and not his like literal brains.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you watch the video, it looks like the driver turns around and shoots him.
You think the driver
And it-
shot him?
But
I
it
mean,
lo-
that would have been pretty obvious on camera.
no, but look at the
It-
video.
bro.
Look at the video. I'm telling you.
It would have hit in this angle.
Okay, but it hit him there. It hit him right there. And like the way if he turned around, it makes sense. Like it could have
So your
hit him.
theory is the driver.
My
guy
theory
in
is the
passenger
driver.
seat
Your theory's
shot
the
him.
driver.
Yes.
Wow.
When I watch the video, I'm telling you,
hilarious.
he
We'll put the
turns,
Zapruder film in this.
he turns around. He turns around and looks like the driver.
Did he hear a gunshot and then turn around, or like, oh, the president? What's wrong with him?
That's correct.
No, I don't.
Do you think it's
I think it might be the driver.
all right? Let me give some
All right,
context.
Go
here.
ahead. It's the
Okay.
foremost expert
For those
here.
who don't know anything about
So me.
the JFK assassination, most people just know, oh yeah, he got killed. They may not even know the guy that it got put on.
Lee
Okay.
Harvey Oswald did it.
Now, I'm gonna read just a slight little thing off of the maryfarrell.org where you can go to. We'll put the link at the bottom.
Okay.
You need to go there for all your assassination.
I have a question.
questions.
Should
Go
I
ahead.
wait for my question?
No, go ahead. Ask the question.
Okay. Does this discuss whether it was 1 or 2 bullets?
We'll get into that
Okay,
at some
okay.
point. But this is more of giving like an introductory and some context
Okay.
about what's
Thank
going to
you.
happen.
I'll sit back. Educate me.
Yeah. Now, if you don't care anything about the JFK assassination, just play this video in the background so we can get views, but you don't have to listen.
As our president said, this will be a cleansing. A cleansing for our nation. We're starting that cleansing by talking about this.
All right. So for some context here, now this is off the site, and I don't know who to credit it to because it doesn't have like an author listed.
We'll put the link to the site in the
Yeah.
description
Yeah,
so
for
that
sure.
you guys can form your own opinion
So
or own theories or own facts.
these are just some things that are just kind of good to know. Okay. He was murdered at the height of the Cold War. Okay. And it was just a year after the Cuban Missile Crisis brought the world to the brink of nuclear disaster. Okay. So that's a statement that's in here. Now, the problem with all this is that there was a lot of like sanctioned things of like people like the CIA and different parties had assassination plots against Castro. Like they were trying to murder this guy.
Okay.
I think there's like a crazy number of times they tried to
Kill Castro?
Yeah, kill Castro and all this kinds of stuff. Okay. Now, President Kennedy was murdered while riding in a motorcade through the Daily Plaza in Dallas, which I've been there. I've stood on the X on the street.
There's a photo. I don't
There's
know
an
if we
X
have
on
it
the
somewhere.
street where he got shot, and I've stood at the X, and I'm looking down, and I was looking. I don't even know what grade I was in.
We
Fifth
were-
or sixth grade.
No, you would have been older because I was there too.
Oh
Yeah, you
Okay.
would have been like 9th, 10th grade, 10th grade. I
no,
think.
no, no,
Yeah,
no. We
Or
weren't
was it-
we weren't there when I
Okay.
went.
maybe it was. Yeah, maybe it was younger.
Yeah, it had to be like 8th,
Did you
10th
like
grade.
look up and see?
Yeah,
like,
we-
will there be?
No, yeah, we
soldiers up
toured
here?
the
Yep. We
the
toured the-
what's
yep, all
it
that.
called, the school depository, whatever it's called.
There's like a tour that you can
Mhm.
go on.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a whole big
Yep.
thing.
We all went
Oh man, maybe Swing Easy needs to take a trip.
to Texas for that.
Yeah, maybe.
They'll just tell you a bunch of lies.
We can
Yeah.
form.
They'll be telling and John will be like, "No, nope, that's not how it happened."
Now, to be clear, they claim Lee Harvey Oswald, a former Marine and defector to the Soviet Union, he was arrested around 2 p.m. Now, President Kennedy got shot around 12:30. Okay, was pronounced dead at 1 p.m. Now, the funny thing in this is that they said he was rushed to the Parkland Hospital where a tracheostomy and other efforts failed to keep him alive. His head was blown off.
That's what I was just about to say. Did-
Failed to keep him alive. He had no edge.
Tried to do a
That
couple
dude
of-
was gone.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
couple chest compressions.
He's gone.
Was he not dead at the at
He was dead on
impact?
sight.
I know that's right. Like, how could he not have
How
been
can you
dead?
watch this film and not be like, that guy's gone?
Just to be like, well, we tried.
So, Lee Harvey Oswald, former defector to Soviet Union, was arrested around 2 p.m. Now, this whole time, Lee Harvey Oswald was protesting. They're using me as a patsy. Like he's saying, I'm a patsy.
You mean you said protesting? You mean protesting?
Yes, protesting. What did I say?
Protesting.
Protesting? Okay.
I don't think it matters.
Semantics. Anyways. So, within hours of Oswald's murder, they're calling, federal authorities, including the powerful FBI director J. Edgar Hoover, moved to close the case. Just hours after it. There's the assistant attorney general Kassenbach wrote a revealing memo which stated, "The public must be satisfied that Oswald was the assassin, that he did not have Confederates who are still at large, and that evidence was such that he would have been convicted at trial." Okay?
Okay. I'm listening.
Now, there's a guy named Jack Ruby who had ties to the mafia who killed and shot Lee Harvey Oswald.
Okay. I remember. Yeah. I remember seeing that
So-
too.
As they were leading him out, right?
Right. So they're saying, hey, we got the guy. He's saying, I'm a patsy. Boom. He's killed and shot by a guy who has ties to the mafia.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. Now, okay. Can we pause?
All right.
Can we pause? Are you saying that, like, is this saying the mafia?
I'm not saying anything. You're jumping in that conclusion.
Okay, I'm just trying to, because I'm like, okay, we got the Cold War going on. We got a guy who's attached to the Soviet Union. Obviously, he's saying he's a patsy. So, and then he gets killed by a mafia guy.
Yep.
And wasn't
Ties to the mafia.
Ties to the mafia.
ties to the
Okay. All right, continue.
Okay.
I just want to make sure. Trying to figure out, trying to connect the dots.
Yeah. So, within this time, Lyndon B. Johnson, who was the next president in line,
the VP?
yeah, he formed the Warren Commission. Okay. Bunch of different people. I'm not going to go into all the different people. You can look it up because we'd be here for too long. But basically, he formed them so that they could
Figure out who
figure
it
out
was.
the case.
Okay.
Figure out all the different things. Okay. So they came out with all their findings and it was pushed to, certain different things. Now, there's so much in here that we're not going to go to it on this episode.
Okay.
Okay.
Ne-
But I'm just giving you like some of the main facts at the beginning.
Okay.
Okay. Now, we're going to play the Zapruder film and you'll see, him getting killed. Right.
Right.
Now, they say Oswald acted alone. Okay. That he was the lone gunman.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when you watch the film, you'll see that at one point, Kennedy
Lean to
goes
your
like
mic.
this. Kennedy goes like this because he got hit in the neck.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you'll see the guys turn around, which you think the driver.
The driver had already turned
Like double
around.
bang.
The driver had already turned around.
Well, there was 3 shots that they've said. So once
Who said there were 3 shots?
the commission has stated that there was 3.
Okay.
Now there's conspiracy that was more than 3.
Okay.
But you'll see he gets hit in the neck, but the guy in front of him, his name slipped my mind, in the front seat also gets hit.
Okay.
Okay. And then you'll see, because the job wasn't finished, that his head gets blown off. Now, Oswald, if I'm Kennedy and I'm driving forward Oswald's behind me. Okay?
Okay.
But somehow, this part of Kennedy's brain explodes back like this, and he's leaning like that.
So you would the shot would have to come from here.
The grassy knoll. Thank you.
Okay.
The grassy knoll, which is the big conspiracy, because after those shots in the motorcade, people ran toward the grassy knoll
Okay.
because everyone believed there were shots coming from that spot, which there was no one back there. Now there's conspiracies that there was a guy back there waving a Secret Service badge, who wasn't a Secret Service person. There's different type of conspiracies of like who was maybe back there and who got, on all that stuff. But people ran toward the grassy knoll. That,
Right.
Shots came from over there, right?
Okay.
But the Warren Commission claims that Oswald fired 3 shots
From behind.
from behind, and that bullet came through the back.
No
and
way.
Exploded it
No.
somehow backwards.
So physics just reversed itself.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, that's just facts of what happened.
Okay. All right.
That's
gonna-
what happened.
We're-
Now,
okay. We're gonna.
who killed him? Why he got killed? Who was involved? What was the motive? All that's stuff that has been speculated in. But there's lots and lots of evidence that points to Oswald being a patsy. He was into the Soviet Union for a while, but then he also was seen passing out propaganda in New Orleans for different things. He was also impersonated in Mexico City. Someone impersonated Lee Harvey Oswald in Mexico City. And the FBI knew about Lee Harvey Oswald way before he was known to be the one who killed Kennedy. They had followed him. They knew what he was doing because he went to the Soviet Union. He had been followed. He was known to the FBI. So,
Okay.
Who better to pin it on?
It's a good point. I will say that all the facts that you just gave me definitely was not the driver. Definitely.
Because he got hit as well, or the guy
Well,
that
just
passed you got hit
it's
as
just
well.
I didn't know there was 3 shots, and the way that it looked in the video, it looked like he turned around, but it makes sense now. I didn't know he got hit in the neck. I thought he just got hit in the head.
Yeah,
So if he got hit in the neck,
Yeah.
then that would explain why he turned around, and
The
then
people in front, yeah.
yeah, exactly, and then got
Because they were like, oh, what's going on?
right, and then got hit in the head. All right, well,
real quick, what's the term I've heard? Magic bullet. What is that one?
Yeah. I'd have to do a little more research into it, but it's the I think that's the one, like that's the magic bullet that somehow
Shot from behind and
shot from behind and killed him.
the last thing I'll say on this, I'm not gonna form an opinion yet. I'm gonna wait till they come out with the documents and read the documents. But it does seem a little fishy that somehow our government has hid these documents for 60 some years.
Yeah.
And been like, no.
If it was Lee Harvey Oswald, why?
If it was Lee Harvey Oswald, we
if
know
it was a closed case,
we would have these documents, like we would have been studying them in school.
And why is there so much paperwork on it? Like if it was such an open and shut case,
I think it's because the Warren Commission wanted to bury everybody under information, but I think it was because it was so intertwined. The FBI doing things, the CIA doing things that they shouldn't have been doing, and they were collaborating together with trying to assassinate other world leaders. I think there was just so much of that happening that it was like, this is too big. We can't keep this information in. A little fun fact for those who are just wondering before the next episode, there's also a pretty, I would say, fun conspiracy, because I'm not sure if I truly believe it, but you'll see there's an angle of like when the motorcade comes around and the first shot happens, that he gets hit, and there's a conspiracy that you'll see somebody open a black umbrella the only person
Where?
is not. They're in the
just
crowd. They're
bystander.
standing on the road.
Like a
Okay.
bystander.
You'll see him open the black umbrella, and people believe that it was a signal because then it was like, oh, he didn't. Like
Job's not finished.
Job's not finished. And then he
Ooh.
keeps passing, and boom.
Ooh.
So go find that.
Wow. I gotta go find that
When
one.
something like this, like they'll find anything to like nitpick. Like, oh, that person wiped their left eye when it happened. Maybe that was a signal.
I mean, a black umbrella. Like, I mean, it was sunny that day.
Yeah, exactly.
It was sunny that. Ooh,
Exactly.
I get behind that one.
Yeah.
Dang.
So, anyways, that's just a little. We'll dive
teaser.
deeper in
Horror.
future episodes.
Dang.
But it's little nuggets here and there.
I'm perplexed. That was a
I was about to go home and read up on some.
no. That was
I got
just
some more. I got some more stuff. I'll drop on you in the next.
that was just enough information for me to be able to handle. Because that can be a lot.
So in the comments below, type in who you think assassinated JFK.
That would I want to see what people have to say. I wonder if anybody else says it's the driver. if it's only me. But well, I think that's a good spot to end on.
Yeah.
I think it's a good spot to end on. Well, hopefully the next time we record, we will be talking about the JFK files.
Yeah, we'll see.
It might be a couple more weeks, but within a month we should have our hands on it.
And if we're not, why not? Why are they
not?
delaying the release? They've already delayed it this long. Why?
Yeah,
Why keep doing it?
We shall see. We shall see. But it's been a pleasure, sir.
Yep.
And we appreciate you guys watching. If you would, please like and subscribe, comment. Please tell us who you think.
Yeah, we need some more comments. Like,
Yeah, we only got one
just
last
comment.
time.
We don't. It can be hi, like something.
Hello, great job. You suck.
Yeah.
Like, get better. Be
Just
more
something.
interesting.
We don't care what it is.
We don't care what it is. Just comment down below. But you guys have a great week, and as always, swing easy.